everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Today we're going to be cooking up something delicious, roasted chicken. As somebody who's watched cooking shows pretty much all of their life and tried to figure out recipes for everything, the one thing that's always stumped me is roasted chicken. Mine always comes out dry, but not anymore. My mom found a recipe online, tweaked it a little bit to make it her own, and this is a delicious roasted chicken and veggie dinner that's healthy, yummy, easy to do, and we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna show you guys a spice recipe for the chicken itself, and then we're gonna prepare the chicken. Let's get cooking, because I'm starved. All right, so we're gonna get started on the spice rub. Already in this bowl, which you can kind of see, I don't want to spill it. There it is. We have 3/4 cup of kosher salt, 1/4 cup of paprika, 1/4 cup of onion powder, and 1/4 cup of garlic powder. I'm now gonna add a 1/4 cup of Italian seasoning. So I get the kind that you have to crack. So this could take a little while. Like so. That's taking forever, so we're just gonna keep cracking like this. Along with this, you're gonna need some brown sugar, some dried thyme, dried mustard, cayenne pepper, and black pepper. So once we've got enough in there, we're just gonna eyeball it. As my dad says, he doesn't paint by numbers. He simply adds what he wants. We're gonna add a little bit of that as well. But if you wanna follow the recipe, 1/4 cup. Now we're gonna get into some brown sugar. So just so you guys can see, 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Make sure it's nicely packed down in there. That's a big ball of brown sugar. There we go. Oh, put a little too much in. Like so. 1/4 cup. Now you need 2 tablespoons of thyme. You can either use fresh thyme or dried thyme. I just use the thyme leaves. Two tablespoons of dried thyme, 2 tablespoons of dried mustard, and this is a recipe that you can have, or you can use rather, for multiple chickens. Doesn't have to be just one. That would be a lot of seasoning. 2 tablespoons of black pepper. One. 2, and then cayenne, or if you don't have it, red chili flake, 2 tablespoons of that. Like so. All right, once it's done, you get something that looks like this. Mix that around, make sure it's all of the brown sugar bits are nicely try to get those brown sugar bits out of there. And if you have a couple rocks, you can always throw them out. All right, so that's the spice blend. Now onto the chicken itself. So first, to prepare the veggies, we've chopped up 2 carrots, 1 large onion, and 3 to 5 whatever kind of potatoes you want. I'm using russet right now. We're out of sweet potatoes, or else I would have used sweet potatoes. So you put them kind of in the bottom of your pan. Make sure they're all mixed together. There we go. We're now gonna add salt. Just good coating of fresh cracked salt. Some fresh cracked ground pepper, black pepper. I like my food really peppery, so you can kind of eyeball it. 2 teaspoons of dried thyme. And then 2 teaspoons of nature seasoning. From there, a little dash of olive oil and mix together. All right, so now we've got the chicken. We've rinsed it, we've patted it dry. It's right here. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to salt and pepper the inside. So for me, I'm gonna use a Tupperware. Kind of stick it right up. We're gonna salt and pepper the inside. We wanna make sure whenever we're handling chicken, we wash our hands as much as possible so we don't contaminate. Oops. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to salt and pepper the inside of the chicken. Of course, some is gonna get on the skin as well, but that's okay. Then we're also going to throw in a little bit of thyme. So again, I now have fresh thyme. Just gonna throw in a couple of sprigs of thyme. Shove that bad boy on down in there. Like so. A little squirt of lemon juice on the inside. You can use real lemons. The grocery store didn't have any real lemons, so we're just gonna go for a little squirt of lemon juice in there. And they also didn't have any fresh garlic, so we're gonna go with some minced garlic. So I like a lot of garlic, so we're gonna throw about 2 teaspoons in there. From there, if you wanna use the same tool that you used to kind of mix everything in there, spread the spices around, spread that garlic around. Like so. Throw out, oops, a little bit extra. Very nice, throw that in there. Wash our hands again. And if you've touched anything, you can always use some wipes. Wipe off, I know for a fact, I got some chicken juice on this. I'm used to wiping everything down now because of quarantine. So we're just gonna double protect. All right, so the inside of the bird is complete. Now we're gonna focus on the outside. We're gonna brush the butter with the chicken with some melted butter. So I'm gonna melt some butter real quick. I'll be back. All right, we're back. So now that your butter is melted, we're gonna brush the outside of the chicken almost like we are painting a picture. So I use one of these little sauce brushes. You can start to kind of pour it on. We just wanna make sure that we're getting in all of the cracks, all of the crevices. We want this coated nicely in just those little couple tablespoons of butter, like so. Once the top is kind of covered, we flip this chicken on over and get the, oops, Zena's gonna have some butter to look up. Get the back side of this bird. This butter is also not only gonna make it taste nice, but it is gonna help the spices stick, which is the goal. Like so. All right. We are lathered up, done with that. Last bit is our seasoning. So this giant bowl of seasoning that we have, we are going to liberally coat this, and a little tool that my mom kind of showed me, if we put it in a Tupperware, we can almost use that Tupperware to kind of help attach by, or we can help this, we can use the Tupperware to help, sorry, I can't think and sprinkle, season by putting a couple teaspoons on, putting the container on, and gently shuffling it around, making sure that everything's nice and coated, like so. Voila. We're gonna take our bird out, place it on the veg, like so. You can sprinkle the remaining kind of bits on there if you wish. Almost make it a little paste. Like so. And then it is into the oven for 90 minutes. Whew. I'm not Rachel Ray, but I'm trying, you guys. This looks really good. Might not have explained it well, but it looks awesome. So long story short, we cut up some veg, we made a seasoning, we put it on the chicken, put it all in one big pan. Now we're gonna stick it in a 425-degree oven for anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. So my bird's about 4 pounds or so, so it's a little on the smaller side, so it might only take like an hour, hour 15. For 5-6 pound chickens, you're gonna need more like an hour and a half. After the chicken's done, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take just the chicken out, let it rest for about an hour, for a half hour, while the veggies continue to caramelize. So all in all, about a 2-hour process. But hopefully when it's done, we have a yummy, yummy, moist chicken. So we'll see this bird in like an hour and a half. All right guys, 90 minutes later, chicken and veg are done. You wanna let it rest for about 10 minutes or so, and then dive right in. Let me know how this recipe goes. Enjoy. See you next time.